Hey guys, how's it going and welcome back. Well, I just got a request on my channel for my current guitar collection, so that's what we're going to do in this video. So we're going to start all the way over here first, and we start with my right-handed Yamaha FG800M. This is my acoustic guitar I use for training myself right-handed with so that I can get better at strumming, chord changing, you know, the usual stuff, playing guitar. Anyways, we're gonna go around here now. So our first one up is gonna be our new Butterscotch Blonde new series, Squire Telecaster, and then beside it is the black and white made in Mexico Fender Telecaster Players Series, or sorry, Stratocaster, Fender Stratocaster Players Series. Then we move along into here to this next row, and we have a right-handed Squire Strat. Okay, basically Strat as in not Stratocaster, but Strat, because they come in a kit with an amp and a gig bag and other little amenities for about 330 bucks roughly. I paid 100 bucks for that though, just the guitar by itself. So anyways, then we have our 2019 Lake Placid Blue Limited Edition Squire Bullet Telecaster, also right-handed. So we have right-handed acoustic, left-handed telly, left-handed Strat, right-handed telly. And of course, next we have our Kramer Purple Passion, which is the Kramer Pacer Classic. So those of you who like 80s hair metal, those pickups are pretty wicked. Anyways, then we move along here to my customized 2018 Gibson Les Paul Studio that I spent a boat can load of money in gold upgrades. And then beside it, of course, the Gibson and the Kramer Pacer are both left-handed. Then we have our left-handed Epiphone Sg Pro from 2013. Recent score, I paid $75 for this thing. It was brand spanking new. Still had all the stickers except for the neck pickup sticker was missing, but otherwise unplayed condition and in brand spanking new showroom condition. I got it for $75 marketplace deal. Then of course we have our next one up, which is our Epiphone Les Paul Classic in Honeyburst, which is one that my wife got me on Gibson Month on her own account, because you're only allowed one account per person. So she got that for me. And moving along, we have up here, and if we can get up here enough, we have my Taylor 214, I believe this thing is. 212, 214? I can't keep remembering. 214 CE. 214 CE Koa. Now this is, of course, is Koa back and sides with a Sitka spruce top. It is not my dream Taylor, which is the 224 CE Koa Deluxe, which would be all Koa. Beautiful work of art that guitar is. Not to mention, it plays awesome and sounds friggin' fantastic. Then, last up, of course, that's left-handed. And then we have my other left-handed Fender CC60S. S for meaning solid top. This is my kicker acoustic that I picked up from Long McQuaid, and that is primarily for playing at the campfire in the backyard, or even just playing out in the front porch at our deck in the summertime, because I don't care if it gets boiled to death or humidified by the hot summer heat. It can warp itself to daylights and it doesn't matter to me. It's one of those guitars, I don't care, because I do not want my beautiful $1,600 that I paid for with taxes Taylor to get destroyed by the hot sunlight and get warped to death. Nor will I ever take that thing out in the cold weather either. However, if necessary, this Fender will meet the cold if we have a cold outdoor gig again. So things have been kind of getting more picking up and stuff since, you know, the world is starting to go back to somewhat normality, if you want to call it that. But yeah, so that's the current guitar collection. And you know, I thought while we're here, let's throw a little bonus kicker in for you guys and also go through my current amplifiers. Okay, so this is going to be about guitars and amps. So over there in the wee corner, we'll just zoom in a bit here. That's my little Katana Mini over there, and that's my amp that runs on batteries or a power supply. Great for taking out on the front porch with one of the guitars, and for the electrics, and I can have some fun disturbing the neighbors with that thing. Not that I can really disturb them too much. It's really not that loud even at full blast to that they would hear it. Neighbors are few and far between, even if they are 1,000 feet away from you. But anyways, so moving along, let's go in the reverse direction here a little bit, shall we? So, in amongst this little mess, we have the head for the Blackstar HT5 tube amp. And of course its cabinet is sitting underneath the Vox DA15, which has the sticker I don't call 911 with the pistol. Then of course we do have a Trainer 1x12 cab down below that used to actually be a Block 100 guitar amp. Of course the amplifier turned out to be a piece of garbage, but the cabinetry, you just pulled the amp circuit out and threw it in the garbage, and you have a perfect cab, which is fantastic. Works great. Now above that is of course the Orange 35 RT, 35 watt orange amp. I love that amp, and if you love British tone, that amp is pretty cool. Okay, so now we got to twist around the other direction like a contortion artist here. Then we have the last two amplifiers. Well, not really. We do have a third. So these would be numbers 6 and 7, I do believe. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, I thought I had a lot of amps in here. Wait a minute. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so 5 and 6. Okay, 5 and 6. Vox Pathfinder 10 watt amp on the top. And down below is our Line 6 Spider 430 watt. Now, I am not a huge Line 6 fan, as people know, but I have been starting to appreciate some of their gear recently. This, I'm not going to say I overly appreciate it or go, oh, gaga over it. It is for my students only. I don't even turn the power on myself except when they come here and I turn the switch on for them and reset the stupid effects on it because it goes full blast because of how they did their presets. We don't want presets, we want clean channel. When we want dirt, we'll turn to dirt. Anyways, still got to figure that amp out a little bit on programming, see if I can, you know, unscrew up their screw up at the factory. But regardless, it is a pretty cool amp. It does sound pretty good in a lot of its settings, so yeah, hey, it's a modeling amp, what do you want? But it works, it gets the job done for my students. Now, the remaining final amp actually, which is actually this cute little cuddly thing, this is called the Fender Mustang Micro Guitar Headphone Amp. And this has been on my channel. These have been out for a little over a year from Fender, and they kind of look like that. And you plug it into your guitar, throw in some headphones, or earbuds. You've got Bluetooth audio streaming you can do via your phone or tablet to jam along with your favorite tunes in silence. Or if you get pretty ingenious like I did and get an adapter, you can actually hook this thing into any amplifier, and including going to 100% wireless. So that actually works too. So I kind of like that little mod there. It's just a little adapter you buy for a few bucks. So that's the current guitar and amp selection right now. Now, the only other thing I got that I could probably show extras, which you guys already know about, are my really nice new kick butt DGX 670 keyboard and my 453 keyboard. But yeah, that's not about this. So this is about guitars and amps. And yes, I do have a grand total currently of about 11 guitars in here. If we counted them correctly, we got 3, we got 6, we got 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 guitars. And we still do need a couple more. So I figure 3 more guitars, that ought to take care of the rest of the hooks on the wall, but we're going to have to move the guns somewhere else. So, and I still got room on my other wall. I can probably get 2 more up there, so yeah. I don't think I'm going to be collecting that many more guitars though, but I'm definitely going to be collecting more pedals, a couple more amps that I want, you know, stuff like that, right? Obviously, you got to have some extra toys. So yeah, but that's the collection. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below about the current collection. I'm quite happy with it. The reason why I've gone in this direction, in case you haven't been aware, is when I demo gear, one of the nice things is to be able to demo gear for you guys on something like a traditional Tele, a traditional Strat, and of course anything with humbuckers, you know, something that's got potted pickups, something that doesn't, which would be the Kramer, does not have potted pickups. And it gives you a more rounded idea, especially with amplifiers either way. Even one guitar could take care of all the amps and go, hey, look at this, the tone's not in your fingers after all, it's in the amplifier. No, I want to have that variety, so, because certain pedals that you get, you know, they create certain effect or tone, right? And that will change from guitar to guitar, how things are reacting with those pedals, or interacting, we should say. Same with the amplifiers. And so I figured, A, that's a good purpose. B, all the music that I currently play live, when I'm playing in church or wherever, stuff I write, I do require actually a traditional Tele, traditional Strat, and of course something with humbuckers. Not necessarily did I have to buy Les Paul, or a Gibson Les Paul for that matter, which I do have the one Gibson, which is the one with the gold hardware. But I wanted the Gibson, you know, and I want the SG, of course, you know, and everything else. But I also like to have left and right-handed guitars because I can play both ways. I'm just superior at lefty because I've been doing that for over 40 years, where I don't have hardly any time in at all right-handed. But I am getting well enough that with even my acoustic, I'm good enough with it for playing open chords that I can play like literally thousands of songs without a big deal. You know, but I also want to be a better guitarist on the right-handed side for acoustic and for electric. You know, makes me a lot more versatile too, and you know, it also gives me access to all the toys. Ha 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 ha. Anyways, so there you go. So let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching. Thank you to the viewer that gave me this idea for doing this. He asked to see the collection, and that's where it currently sits, and things do change around here. But I will not be removing, as far as I know, anything from the current collection. I will be just adding on to it as far as guitars go. But I'm pretty sure I'm solid on what I have now, that this is definitely what is going to be all keepers. Which also means I'm calming down on the whole gear acquisition syndrome. As far as guitars go, at least, I only have a couple more to get. And the third one is going to be the hardest because with taxes it's about $6,000. And I have no idea how I'm going to afford that. But I will figure out something, I guess, in a couple of years from now. Hopefully I'm not 95 by the time that happens. But in the meantime, let's continue on, have some more fun with videos, and we'll catch you on the next one. See ya.